9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Welcome to IdiOtBlog 371. I'm Idiot Burns, your host, and we are listening to CS Forge Raising Havoc. You can find him at FORGEHAVOC. Dogs are barking in the background. Let me make sure I don't have an echo going on here. There we go. Might have had the volume going up there. Doing a little echo on the blog. Happens sometimes. But I'll go ahead and let you know everything that's going on here again. We're on IdiOtBlog 371. It's Metal Monday. And we're listening to Simmons Forge Raising Havoc. User can be found at FORGEHAVOC. This is Endless Addiction, the demo. The track you're listening to right now. I just finished a nice plate of pasta with red sauce and meat. It was good. Thank you, my wife, for making that. This broadcast is going out in a simulcast form, meaning you can find it at BandLab /IdiOtBlog or Facebook.com /Christopher Burns or at username Idiot Burns at these following three platforms: YouTube, Mobcrush, and Twitch. Twitch. For some reason I thought I said Twitter, but I did not. Tweet, tweet. As you can hear, this is metal. I'm going to go ahead while we're chatting here and pull up my YouTube to double check that it's simulcasting there, and go down on my phone and triple check that it's simulcasting there. If it doesn't go to Twitch or doesn't go to Mobcrush, I won't care. But those three places, I try to make sure the simulcast is happening every time. And another reason I like to go over there is to see if anybody comments or has any questions or interaction that I might want to work with here on the blog. What are we talking about today? We're going to talk about music as a release, as a way to feed the better you by allowing you to get out your frustrations and angers and feelings. Next show I'm going to have a little change happen, where this background that you see, this border here or whatever it is, let me see here if I can point to it correctly. This border here around the bottom, I'm going to change it so that it is a little bit different. I'm going to make it a little bit different. We'll see if it works, but I'm going to try to make it a little neater looking. Got some ideas on that, so I'll be having some fun with that tonight, this evening, and just trying to working on a graphic for it. But before we talk about the main subject, let's talk about the contest I put on my page. There's a contest. The contest is going to get you a Christmas card, a guitar pick that I set aside over here for the contest purposes, that was used on a stoner metal track and Portal People 111, and probably some other tunes aside from that. I got a bunch of picks here, but this is a cool little pick I'll send with you. It's used by Idiot Burns, and you'll be the first to get an Idiot Burns logo sticker, which my my wife just ordered earlier today, and should be in around the same time as the contest ends. And the contest is going for a week. There's a post on my page, and you see that post, all you got to do is like it. And then you got to come over here to the YouTube channel, and you got to subscribe. Now, I'm not going to be super picky about the YouTube subscription. I'm just going to let you know, but come on, guys. Come on over and subscribe to my YouTube. Do the things for the contest. You know, that's what it's kind of designed to promote getting a little more subscribers on my YouTube. That's what it's all about. Since I'm simulcasting, there's a lot less draw to the one and only place, YouTube, where it used to be broadcasted. Now it's kind of like find it on BandLab and watch on BandLab, find it on my page, whatever it is. Reverb's not today, just because it's Metal Monday, and also on Monday, right around this time, my kids come back from their moms. We're going to talk Reverb in depth. Tomorrow and the next day is actually going to be when I'm going to slot it. I'm going to, because two reasons why. Because first off, I want to really work on being able to show you guys some things. So this thing I'm talking about where I'm going to have a new background here, that's going to be, I'm actually going to have two new backgrounds. I'm going to have one that shrinks me way down into the corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of set up down where there's the logo name right now, the logo name, but a little bit more easy to read. And then I'm going to actually set up so that I have two versions of the screen, one like this and one with kind of like a smaller screen of me, and then also have it, like, I could even, I don't know how small it'll be, something like this, where I'll also have in this area over here, this dead space you're seeing, I'll have a second screen that'll be my computer screen, and then I'll use BandLab on a second browser, like on the Chrome browser, while I run this on Firefox. So I'll run the simulcast on Firefox, and I'll kind of have a shrunken down version. Well, you can still see me, but you don't need to see my lips move, and you just need to hear my words. And you can see the screen over to the right here in that space between the simulcast locations and the logo. In that dead space here where the planet is, I'll kind of have my laptop or computer screen up in going into BandLab, the mix editor, and then you'll definitely be able to go in there and see things while I'm doing it. You can even go and do an interactive. And what we'll be able to do then is most likely we'll start off, we'll feature an artist, we'll stop, we'll talk about this stuff with the artist not playing, and I'll play sounds and have something set up, and then we'll go back to the artist. So that's planned for Wednesday, and Tuesday is going to be listening to an artist and basically reading from what I would call my recording Bible, this practical recording techniques Bible, just everything in the section on Reverb and about what it is, how to replicate it, how to replicate different sounds, and then ways to use Reverb and why you might want to use it, and how it affects the sound, and how piling reverb can be too many different reverbs on one track and on different instruments can really be a hindrance unless used just right. A hindrance to the clarity of the track. Depending on what you're doing, I'm not going to say it's a hindrance overall. There's a lot of people out here that just like to make noises, and when that's true, and that's what you do, and that's what you do. Don't get me wrong, I've been in noise bands. I love being a drummer in a noise band. It's just like, you go animal on it, you know? Yeah. So, that being said, hey, what's going on? See Simmons here on the blog. We're listening to Wasted Years, it looks like here. Yeah. Anybody doesn't know C. Simmons Forge Raising Havoc, you can go find him at FORGEHAVOC. Now I swear, when I browse down to the very bottom of his page, I swear there's more music than that I've heard from this artist. Maybe you've made some of your songs private. Maybe I was mistaken. I just thought there was a lot more music than this for some reason. But regardless, I know you're in bands and you have a lot of collections of your music. So let me go look. Raising Havoc Demos 2021. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tracks there. And that's probably what we'll end up hearing. And then there's Badass, which is other people's music. And I see you have Isa Samoa, who I think will be next Metal Monday. It was going to be this Metal Monday, but you're having 7 songs actually, or approximately 7 songs, actually is a benefit to today because I'm trying to do a shorter blog, just a small blog where I talk about using music to get a release. You can hear what I'm talking about right here. If you got something in there, some anger from your daily grind, from the conversation you just had with your wife, from the way your kids are treating you, or whatever it is in your life that's causing you strife, and you got some stuff, there's a reason why people love karaoke at the bars. Dude, if they're not musicians, that's the closest thing to that kind of musical release that they can get. Now, here on BandLab, we have people becoming musicians and people who are musicians who do the same thing, and they do it right into their own music, their own creative forces. And BandLab and metal and any genre is a great way to get that useless energy out, and it's a form of therapy and meditation in itself. Letting loose on the track, whether it's from behind your guitar, or if it's, whoa yeah, I gotta get this out of my head, tired of the things that you said. So what it is, it's just a way to get it out. And it's not always about making music. It's not always about achieving perfection in music. And sometimes it really is just about getting out that dark energy, you know? And I could see how bands like Slayer were thought of as evil bands because they had dark energy to get out, and they got it out, and they wore clothes to match it, and boom. Dude, yeah, you use bass to release. Puma says he releases his energy through the bass. I fully hear ya. Because, dude, that's where I started as a bass guitar, and I love that sound, that low. Sometimes I would just tune it as low as possible, with it still maintain control, crank my amp, and just... You wouldn't imagine the different kinds of people I've had freestyling with my errant meandering on the instrument. That was just a release of that energy. I had to get it out. And yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's not just the playing. Sometimes the playing gives you something to listen to that also is a form of therapy. Now that you've recorded it, when you re-listen to yourself, it just sets you back to that same release. Oh yeah, that was a sick track. Your vocals set this stuff off, dude. That's all good, Nick. I figured you were wasted. Eventually you said, hey man, I'm wasted. And I was like, oh, better ignore that guy. He's wasted. I bet you Decay was wasted too on dabs. Shatta. You guys were fucking with me hardcore. It's alright. No big deal, guys. I know why you were wasted, probably from singing all that metal. or the alcohol. Oh, this is sick. A World Gone Insane. World Gone Mad, 2017. That's a full album by Suicidal Tendencies. This guy's singing is kind of like I would say he's in between that Slayer feel and that Overkill feel. I think that singer's nickname is Blitz. This is reminding me of the riff is reminding me of Metallica, For Whom the Bell Tolls. You guys hearing that? Woo! Woo! I used to work at a place, and that's what we did all day, every day. Whenever we came into another room, it was a grow operation where we grew marijuana, and every time we would come into a new room and there was somebody in there just alone, we just go, woo! Ric Flair! Woo! Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, dude. You're just chatting with Ethan Foy. Yeah, dude. It isn't a choice. Music for me is not a choice. I could try to walk away and I just find it boiling up inside. You'll see, if you were to look back on my tracks, you'll see that there'd be like periods of Portal People, followed by extreme periods of metal. And then periods of interlacing metal and other genres. And then when it goes to those other genres predominantly, it's like all of a sudden there's a recoil back into a bunch of metal because I gotta get it out. Woo! Ric Flair, dude. One of my favorites, dude. That's a good way to get your energy out. Just every 10 seconds, get that stale energy out by going, woo! A World Gone Insane demo. Fuck this pandemic. Metal 2020. This came out the day before Halloween. 17 likes, but it's got 12 comments because, people like it. Metal Dad. Yes. Chester Finn. Yes. Celtic Defiance, yes. Blackie Lawless sound here. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's a good way to describe it. Hell yes. Metal Dad, I'm going to go over there and make sure I am following him. I got to feature Metal Dad. Woo! Try and pop my mic, explode it. Woo! The funny part is if I gotta go back to my main screen because I keep seeing myself do it on the delay, and then I'm like, I don't want to do it again. Sweet. Hey, you got a cool name. Your name is Chris Simmons. That's awesome. Oh, back crack. Yeah, sometimes that BandLab thing, you gotta click through it like 3 times, and then it stops, and then you gotta get out of it and click into it again. It's like, fuck. Oh, a little more aggressive right here on this one. Yeah, we had Samuel Pison come on, and he said something like this. He said, I was just having that conversation with Ethan Foy about the release and how it's not an option, it's a must-do. You hear that, Blank? It's not an option, it's a must-do. When you hear that click, that's when the 20 minutes of permanent recording finish, which will allow me to upload hard copies for podcasts later or whatever. Who knows? If I go down in history as a badass motherfucker that everyone liked to listen to and then died too young or whatever it is, or I start to get famous because I get my act together and people actually like what I start doing on here, those might be something that people would, a company would have interested in making sure that my full catalog was available or something like that. So I'm just keeping a record of the beginning of every show. And then those podcasts would be a push just to get people onto the other channels. My wife says, shh, I'm getting ready to take my final. Woo! Hope you do good. Woo! Yeah, you'll notice that it's pretty hard for me to be super happy, but at the same time, I have this positive energy that does pop through my music in a very fluid manner when I'm feeling real hoppy and high on life. Yeah, dude, Samuel Pison, I consider you a definite titan of this scene. Motor breath, sign of living life. Take your breath away. Calm down. Shh, calm down. Bernie Sanders. That's a politician I used to like. And I don't not like him. Not that he wouldn't be... He would have been a fine president if we had him, but man, it's just I happen to be somebody that doesn't mind what we got. Ooh. Hey, Samuel Pison. Just by the way, I have a couple videos on my YouTube that are me in the process of recording and how I do it and my way of recording. Something that you might be interested in. I know I'm always interested in seeing how other people do it in the moment, live. Front beat snare. A segment called Burns, Burns, Burns. What would that segment be, my wife? What would I do? Catch things on fire? Ooh, this is very Metallica. This is reminding me of like something that could have been on Master of Puppets, Sanitarium, Master Breakdown. Ooh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Changing my world. This is sweet. Us Metallica heads are instantly loving it. Oh, burns, burns, burns. Where you burn on me. Okay, wife. How about you just come in and catch my hair on fire? What hair? Ha ha ha! Immunity! Woo! Every time she says something that, there you go, a little fade to black feel for sure. Yeah. Dude, this is really cool. This needs to move from demo to full-on production of perfection. This is sweet. This is sweet. Is this you doing every instrument, dude? Makes me want to be a good singer. Damn. Yes. Bear with me as I listen. Changing My World is the name of the song. Cliff Burton, you mean? Well, they're always referring to him as great. If you didn't notice, I did a homage to him on Killer Fantasy, where I added wah to my guitar sound, and it's also on what is it? The last two Killer Question. I used a bass sound that was like a fuzz, my regular clean tone, and a fuzz with wah. This is where it gets beefy. Woo! Strap it on. Woo! Dude, Cliff Burton was the reason why I started playing an instrument. The reason. There was people that showed me that guitar was a versatile instrument, but when it came down to me getting into Metallica, I decided I want to start with bass. First thing I was learning when I got a bass was this. You can't hear anything, it's not plugged in. Anesthesia bass solo, take one. That's what I fucking learned first. You know what I'm talking about. What's this one? Social decay. That's what's happening all around us right now. Social decay and social media decay. Oh, this one's cool. It has that feel like it's like I wouldn't call it like an Ingve feel, but you know what I mean, like a classical music feel. Just like the last song I was doing. When you think of musicians that are ahead of their time, there are a lot of them in the metal scene. Because metal's about being outside of the box. It's really about doing whatever it takes to express the feeling. Metalheads, they'll have soft songs. They'll have hard... You know what I'm talking about. Yes. Woo! Man, this shit's killer. I'm asking Chris Simmons if he does the guitars. By the way, artist you're listening to, C. Simmons, Forge, Raising Havoc. You can find him at FORGEHAVOC, Forge Havoc, one word, no underscore. Metalheads, they do all genres. They could take any song and give it a aggressive, dynamic, and highly, overtly expressive feel. They could take a Miley Cyrus pop song and give it a crazy feel. And that being said, you can give them a Hello Kitty guitar or drum set, and they'll make it sound like a fucking Avenged Sevenfold or Metallica record. Because they are about getting it out, and they will learn any instrument, every technique, whether it's these weird sounds you get when you scrape your pick sideways on the strings down low, whether it's playing the note in a harmonic, tapping it, and then whammying it, playing the note, lifting up the note, and just slightly muting it, but not enough to stop the ring, but just bring out a harmonic. So you play the note, you lift up, and then a little squeal comes, and then you whammy it. Talking about Dimebag Darrell's stuff. The musicians in metal are constantly striving for these sounds, this energy you can get out of their instrument. And it has to do with that charge. They don't make metal because they are metal. They make metal because they have a charge inside that metal is inevitable once they start getting into music. You're seeing more and more people from all different spectrums and all different communities. I'm talking about not just a bunch of white guys and a bunch of Mexican guys doing metal, because I already know, being that my grandpa lives in Mexico and I'd gone down there, that there's tons of metalheads in Mexico. But you're seeing it all across the world these days. Not just Japan, Mexico, and the United States, and Sweden, but you're seeing it all across the world. You're seeing it in black communities. You're seeing it all everywhere. All kinds of people are getting into metal, and they're blending metal with the music that they make before they got into metal, or with the music that the people around them and their peers are into who aren't so into metal. And metalheads they're just usually not very genre restricted. Dude, did we hit the end? I think we hit the end. We hit the end of the music for the day. So that was the feature. That's all we got. We just got to wait for more. We just got to sit back and wait for more music from C. Simmons. Dang, ain't that sad? Maybe he's got something coming out soon. I don't know. Maybe not. But everybody, that was it. That's our night. That's IdiOtBlog 371, Metal Monday. Hope everybody enjoyed. Remember, we are music. Go over to BandLab. Go like somebody's music who's like yours. Go like somebody's music who isn't like yours. Go over there and tell somebody they did a good job. Keep breeding that positive environment that keeps us all going. What's going on, Chate? Nice to see you here. And nice that everybody came out and had a nice conversation. I really appreciate it. Exactly. Trap metal. It just came about the exact same way. Nice note, Puma Kid. All right, guys. Remember, we are music. Later, y'all. Catch you later. What we'll do here is actually we'll just go back to that sweet-ass track. Where does it? Change My World. Yep. And we'll outro on that track. Remember to like, subscribe, turn on the notifications if you feel like it. And most importantly, remember to go over to check my BandLab page, because there is, over at my BandLab page, a contest where you can win a Christmas card from me and my family, guitar pick used on IdiOtBlog, used on Portal People 111, and a stoner track, and my logo, not my blog logo, but my Idiot Burns logo. Later, guys. Yes, it's ending. Go ahead and rewatch at YouTube /YouTube.com/IdiotBurns.